Greetings to my general viewing audience. It's your man Shane Black and I'm back. And tonight we're going to start this video out with a single word. That single word being shit. I can't believe the fact that I spent over an hour making a 12-minute video and setting everything up. And that video was going to be called The Answer to the Leah Thomas Situation. Great video I made. I'll probably post it later. However, unfortunately for me, since I don't pay attention to NCAA swim meets, it doesn't matter whether it's male, female, it's just not interesting. But they had the 200-yard freestyle race for women, which includes individuals born biologically male who all of a sudden want to say they're female, such as Lia Thomas. And Leah Thomas finished 5th in the 200-yard freestyle race. So Leah Thomas was just breaking records left and right, 100, 200, 500, it didn't matter, and all of a sudden you finished 5th? Now, one of Leah Thomas's teammates at the University of Pennsylvania, and I'll put some links in the description box, you can read the stories yourself, but one of them alleges that Leah Thomas was not trying Leah Thomas's hardest during the race. I think she said something about dying in the water or something like that, just trying to keep pace with the biological females that were competing. Think about it. Leah Thomas is just breaking women's swimming records left and right, and all of a sudden now when you got all of this attention and all of these people focusing on the fact that, according to, hold on, I'm bringing it up right now, Swimming World magazine, I'll put that link in the description box too, says right here, NCAA title for Leah Thomas is a joke with biological women as punchline and hardly a laughing matter. You see, that pressure is building up. If Leah Thomas was to continue winning races, 40 seconds, 38 seconds ahead of the competition, then that would mess things up for other transgender athletes like Leah Thomas. I'll leave that for my other video if I go ahead and post that up later on. But you think about it. If you keep crushing the competition, then it will become more and more obvious to everybody who's watching this farce that you cannot take someone born biologically male, stick them after puberty, years after puberty, then give them 1 year's worth of hormones, stick them in the water with females, and have it be an even competition. So, therefore, what do? You lose on purpose. So, now, and I don't know, because it's anonymous, I don't know if this is the same Penn State teammate of Leah Thomas. Excuse me one moment while I hydrate. But one anonymous teammate said, again, Leah Thomas was dying in the water and not really trying to win. And then an anonymous Penn State teammate also accused Leah Thomas of colluding with Yale, I believe, because this is supposed to be a female transitioning to a male named something like Yali Isaac Hennig or something. So going from female to male, but they were, at that time, they were both swimming in the women's division, and Says here, Hennig beat Thomas in both the women's 100 and 400 yard freestyle races. And this Penn State swimming teammate of Leah Thomas stated she saw them talking a lot and before the meet and things of that nature, and apparently these two individuals were friends. And so therefore, I'll just give you a quote. Looking at Leah's time, I don't think she was trying. I know they're friends, and I know they were talking before the meet. I think she, meaning Lia Thomas, let her, meaning Hennig, win to prove the point that, oh, see, a female to male beat me. I have no knowledge, as I don't swim, on the women's swim team for Penn State or University of Pennsylvania or whatever. But what if this teammate of Leah Thomas is indeed correct? Would it not also stand to reason that Leah Thomas would also throw this 200-yard freestyle, just so that it looks as if it's a fair competition when we all know it isn't? Now, there was some hope. And I'm going to put the video up at the end, or I'll put a video up at the end of this, where they're announcing the winners of that 200, or no, I believe this might have been the qualifier. So the qualifier for the 500-yard freestyle or whatnot, and Leah Thomas beat out the competition. I forget, I almost want to call her Emma. That might be her name. I'm not even going to look it up. I just don't care enough to do that. But you can hear the applause for the second place winner. Then, when they announce Leah Thomas's name as first place, some individuals say, oh, well, the response was more muted. And you could hear one person saying boo, but the response was more muted when they announced Leah Thomas as the winner. But that's the problem with the Leah Thomas situation. Now, this is a start, but the fact of the matter is that you don't clap. No applause, no cheers when they announce Leah Thomas has won a race. Leave it alone. And then Leah Thomas would get the message. I also point out in my video, which I might post over this weekend, women need to stand up for themselves. If they're not going to stand up for themselves, then why the hell should anybody else stand up for you? If the young girls don't compete against in any competition where there is someone who is born biologically a male, if you line up, get ready to run that race, get ready to jump in that pool and swim, and then when that gun goes off and you just stand up, yeah, then that biological male individual will just be running by themselves or running along with some other biologically male transgender person. But when you do things like, oh, well, I'm going to run anyway, even though I basically have no chance of winning. Or if you do things like, oh, I am going to clap or cheer when a biological male beats someone that is a biological female. If you quit being polite about that shit, then it would not, you have to nip it in the bud. It would not blossom as this has blossomed and become such a problem. If you don't stand up for yourself, I think I said it before, why repeat myself? That's it, that's all, gentle viewer. I'm out.